Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews, and we are back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about my top, I don't even know, I didn't have time to count them, but my top favorite movies that I think just look like breathtaking, and they're like and I consider them films and not movies. So we're going to get right into it, and what films I think are, just look phenomenal and just look amazing. And I consider them films, not movies. I think it's a little bit of a different thing when you say a movie and a film. Just like the way the camera looks and the way it all... so I think these are films. So first things first, we're going to start with probably my favorite one, Joker. The Todd Phillips Joker was starring Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. I think this movie literally is the most prettiest movie I've ever seen in my life. Like the way the colors pop, the way just the way the different spin on Joker, and a more grounded, awesome way that they told the Joker, and and there's a reason to his madness, and just I just really love the story, and just nothing beats this. Like I put this over Jared Leto's not Jared Leto, oh god, Heath Ledger's Joker. Like Heath Ledger, I love the dude, and I love his, it fits perfectly for that world of the Dark Knight. But if I gotta say who's the best Joker, I thought Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job. And I love the way Todd Phillips films this. It's such a... I love how it's, the time placement, it was back in the day, and I love the way it looks all gritty and all, like, pretty colors, and just nothing beats this. I think this is, literally, this is my number one on my top film list. It has to be. I love this movie so much. Oh my god. I remember when, like, me and my sister saw, like, photos for this. We didn't think it was going to be good. And, I was a little bit like, I think it might be good, as, like, she thought I was like, oh my god, it looks like Ronald McDonald, and we were cracking jokes, but in my heart, I kind of felt like it was going to be good, and oh my god, that first trailer was phenomenal. But I would put this on the number one spot for my favorite film, like, my number one favorite film. My second favorite film, I don't have it. I'm shocked I don't have it, but I don't have it. And my second favorite film has to be Pulp Fiction. And I love Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction so much. I love how it's a different dynamic. I love Samuel L. Jackson, and who could go wrong with freaking Danny Zuko from Grease. I forget. I feel like an idiot, but on the top of my head, I don't remember his name. Oh, John Travolta. Oh my god, literally. But who could go wrong? Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta. I love the way Quentin Tarantino made that film. It's such a pretty film. It's so different. It is gory. It's funny. It's just an overall great time. And the way it looks so pretty. I don't like any of the other movies he's done. I didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was a pretty looking film. I didn't like it. I don't like Kill Bill. People hate me. Probably, my sister was like, how do you not? I don't like that type of crap. I don't like Kill Bill. It looked pretty. I just didn't think the story was all that good. But, I love, Quentin Tarantino's a beast. But I think that's literally his baby. He did an amazing job on that. I love Pulp Fiction so much. I need to get it on, like, Blu-ray. I wish I had a 4K TV for, like, all these movies. It looks so pretty. But Blu-ray is the second best, all I can really do. So, that's my second best film. Hands down, it has to be by far. My third favorite film probably has to be... Oh my god, this is so hard. You know what, if I'm really gonna... oh my god, this is really hard, man. I don't know. If I'm gonna really... It's kind of hard to, like, really pick, because I never really tried to, like... I knew what, like, my top ones were, but then when I come down to, like, other ones, it's kind of hard. But if I'm gonna be real about it, and I'm trying to think about what all these movies look, I'm gonna say, hands on, has to be Knives Out. Now, this is a more recent film that they did, and I really like. This is actually the same person, I think, that did Rise of Skywalker. No, not Rise of Skywalker. what is it? Force Awakens. Return. No, Last Jedi. Yeah, Last Jedi. This is the guy that made Last Jedi, if I recall, and he did a crap job on that. But this movie was phenomenal. And you can't even say it's like, I can't even say it's a movie. It's a film. The way it looks so pretty. It looks so warm and cozy. It's a mystery movie, but like a mystery movie that like it really. All I could say is that this movie reminds me of Clue so much, and I love the game Clue. Me and my two sisters played that game all the time when we were younger. I loved the game Clue, and this literally brought it to life. Hands down, this literally is my third favorite film. And it's starring Chris Evans. I love the dude. He's my favorite actor. He is my number one favorite actor because he played Captain America. Actually, not even that. I loved him when he played Johnny Storm too, and people didn't like that, but I thought he was the heart and soul of those Fantastic Four movies, literally. So, hands down, I would put this as my third favorite film, and if you haven't seen any of these movies that I'm mentioning, go check them out. And tell me what you think. If you think they're a movie or a film. I think this is a film, hands down. The way the writing is, the way the directing is, the way the score is, the way the cinematography is. This is just a great time. And it's actually, it's actually fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's number 3 on the Golden Globe nominations. It's first on the Academy Award nomination of 2019. It's number 1. So, Best Original Screenplay. It says it all. Great. I had a great time seeing this. Actually saw that at a place I worked at. So, had a great time. You know, literally, third favorite film is it's phenomenal. So, I couldn't say anything better about it. My fourth favorite film probably has to be Baby Driver. Now, I kid you not, this movie was a blast. I had an amazing time. The way, and you know, it's so funny because I remember seeing The Fault in Our Stars and seeing the guy that, you know, I forget his name, but he plays Baby Driver, and it's a great time. It's about somebody that is deaf, and he pretty much is a getaway driver for criminals. And there's a reason why, you know, he wants to do more in his life. He doesn't want to be, you know, a criminal, but there's a reason why he is. And, you know, there's something that might be, it's a big part of the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but this movie literally is a film. Hands down. The cover says it all. It literally looks like one of those, oh my god, I'm terrible with, like, places in time, but this looks like literally the time of like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like around that time, the way that they make the score, the way the color looks. This looks like one of those like sunset cool times. You know what I mean? This movie is literally a blast. Jamie Foxx is in it. It just has an amazing cast. It has Jamie Foxx. It has the guy that's in Fault in Our Stars. I can't believe I'm blanking, but amazing time. Literally, the car sequences are amazing. The acting is amazing. The score is amazing. Just the cinematography is amazing, and it's considered fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Literally, I chose the best movies literally because they're literally films. Like I love these, and it's so unique at the time. Same as Knives Out. It's like out of all the crappy movies, there's one gem of the year. And this was one of those, like, it wasn't like, oh, a big movie, but, like, it's one of those, it feels like one of those small movies, but has such a big heart. You know what I mean? Like, one of those small movies that I know and think, oh, it's going to be nothing, and it has such a big heart once you see it, and you, like, and you when it unravels. It's like a present that looks small, and you're like, oh, it's not going to be that good, and it's like something cool and amazing in it. Literally, this movie's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's called Baby Driver. You'll have an amazing time. It's a fun driving movie / you know, criminal thriller. It's / there's funny moments. There's really heart-wrenching moments. Great movie. And this movie's rated R because of the swearing and stuff like that. That's pretty much the only reason why. But great movie. There's a reason why this is number 4 on my list. Literally. So I did Joker, I did Knives Out, I did Joker, Knives Out. No, Joker, Pulp Fiction, Knives Out, Baby Driver. So Baby Driver is my fourth movie on my fourth film of what like why I love that movie. So I have a lot more, literally, and I have a couple ones I don't have on DVD. I know you're probably thinking, what the heck? How does he not have them? Literally, I see all these movies like Thursday night. That's what I did for all these movies. Anything I wanted to see, I always thought Thursday night. I couldn't wait until Friday. I couldn't wait until the weekend. That was just my thing. Me and my sister did. I'm just that committed. I love film so much, and I really appreciate it a lot more. Literally. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into my fifth favorite movie, and I'm a lot more of them are popping up in my brain. Like when because I knew what my first ones were, but a lot more are popping into my brain because I never thought about what other movies I consider as films and like my favorite ones. So the ones I'm mentioning, I think the only ones as far as I know in my head that and the ones I have that I can are my favorites on my list. But those are the ones that I consider like my top favorites. And then for my so I did Joker, Pulp Fiction, Knives Out, and then Baby Driver. And then the fifth film, I'd have to say, probably has to be, I'm trying to narrow it down between these two, literally, I would probably have to say, Get Out. Literally. I'd have to say Get Out. There's something special about this movie. Jordan Peele did an amazing job on this movie. It was so unique. It makes you think, and it's a creepy. It makes you think, especially as a black man. I feel like he was hitting all the check boxes on what I should be looking for if I have a girlfriend next time, and she wants me to meet her parents and it's a white girl, this black dude that the black dude's dating in the movie. It's about a race. It's about the racism we have in today's society, and it makes you think. And it's pretty on the dot. So next time I have a girlfriend, and she wants me to meet her parents, and I see any of these signs that I saw in this movie, I'm gone. And you've seen memes of this. You've seen a lot of talk about this. Literally, this movie is a gem. It was so unique. It was so different. The score was creepy. The cinematography was amazing. The story was amazing. Jordan Peele, I never thought would be someone that would be directing, but he does an amazing job. Kudos to you, man, if you ever see this. I love this movie so much. I saw this movie a couple of times. I think the first time I saw it was probably with, I forget who I saw this with. I don't think it was my sister. I think it was like my nephews or it was my friends. Either way, a blast. I had a blast. Great movie. Just I couldn't say any and this is my first scary movie I have on my list. That is I consider a film. Literally, not a movie, a film, and it's because of the cinematography, the score, and just you could tell the difference between film and movies. I would consider this a film for sure. Literally, a special place. All these ones are a special place on my heart. These films, bro. I know I keep saying movies, but films. Okay, so my sixth film, probably I have to give it to, I don't know. I'm gonna say, I don't know. I feel like this one's specifically, okay. All right. So my next one's probably gonna be Logan. And this is another comic book movie, but I would say comic book film, same as Joker. Literally, they're changing the game with, I wasn't expecting that from a Joker movie, but but the way Todd Phillips made that movie is it really looks like one of those older comic books, but the older comic books look like it was a film, and Todd Phillips really nailed it on the head with that, the way that looked, and it was such a new, breathtaking look to it. But I think he saw, it wasn't, no one really did that at the time, and I feel this was the first movie that did it, that, was not a comic book movie. It was, Logan was a comic, the Old Man Logan storyline was a comic book, but it looked like an old Western film. and they really nailed it on the head with this. This movie was phenomenal. It literally made me and my sister bawl the tears. Logan, aka Wolverine, was always my favorite character when it came to the X-Men. Literally, I have pictures on my Instagram, pictures like I just pictures of me in Universal taking pictures of Wolverine. He was my favorite X-Men besides Cyclops. Cyclops was my second favorite. This movie was the best. Had to be hands down. Has to be the best like Wolverine movie out of all of them. I'd say Wolverine, the movie Wolverine, where it like take place like Kazuri, that version of that. I would say that's my second favorite Wolverine movie. But this hands down has to be. Well, actually, technically, this one's named Logan. He really isn't the Wolverine in this. All my favorite Wolverine movies, the movie Wolverine is my favorite. So, but what I consider this, I would say consider that movie. This is my favorite film, and I would say I would even put this over that Wolverine movie. But they're two different. Like this is more. He's really going through the ringer. He's older now. His healing is killing him pretty much now. It's not as good as it was. It's super slow healing now. It's not as good as it is, and you can really tell he's really struggling. And it's just a beautiful story of him with Professor X. I don't want to go into it that much because I know it's been out for a very long time. But for the people that haven't seen it, this movie will. There's up moments. But not as many. There's just sad moments. It's the combination of all Wolverine has been through in his life of him being the Wolverine. He's never really been Logan. It's always been the Wolverine, and you really see the end result of him being Logan, and always going through down to this last moment, and it's just a beautiful movie. The cinematography is amazing. The score is amazing. The acting is top notch with Hugh Jackman and just an entire amazing cast. Literally, there's a reason why this is 5th on my list, I think, or 6th on my list. Because I did Joker. I did Joker. I did Pulp Fiction. I did Knives Out. I did Baby Driver. I did Get Out. So Joker, Pulp Fiction, Knives Out, Baby Driver, Joker, Pulp Fiction, Knives Out, Baby Driver, Get Out, and now there's a reason that this is 6th on my list. I mean, again, I had like 3 movies that are on my list. It was Joker, well, actually it was I think it was Joker, Tenet, and then it was Joker, Tenet, then I think it was Pulp Fiction. But it's hard. I really don't like putting them in categories, but I'm doing it now for you guys because now I just thought about a whole bunch of other movies I consider film that I really love that I would put in the film category. So this is my 6th favorite film, and it says it all. I'd say this is the best of the Fox era of X-Men because now it's owned by Disney, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do because again, Disney's the GOAT when it comes to doing Marvel movies. As we've seen, they're very successful. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Wolverine, the character Wolverine and the X-Men. I hope they pick Taron Egerton. He's perfect to play Wolverine, and he worked with Hugh Jackman and Eddie the Eagle. So it says it all right there. I hope that works out, but I'm done talking about this movie. It's phenomenal, and they actually have... Just look at how pretty this case is. Like, if this doesn't say film, and it has a cool cover on it, this doesn't say film, like... I don't know what does. Like, this, it's just so good. I love it. Hands down, this is my favorite case out of all of them. Hands down. It's just so beautiful. It screams Western film. I love that. They did an amazing job with that film. Okay. Now, my 7th favorite film, I have to give it to, I have to give it to James Cameron on this one. Literally. If I'm talking, like, I'm getting into the action point of view right now. Well, actually... I don't know. I'm trying to, like, think of, like... Actually, I don't know. I would say this is prettier. Yeah, this is a lot prettier than It. And that's my 8th favorite film. But James Cameron's Avatar, again, when I was younger, I didn't appreciate this movie. It is so beautiful and so pretty. And James Cameron is actually a big advocate on on the saving the environment and global warming. So I really appreciate that. I'm a man that, you know, believes in recycling, believes in, you know, saving the environment, believes that we, you know, we shouldn't be, you know, harming the earth and, you know, polluting beaches, polluting, forests, tearing down forests, and I don't believe it. I really stand by, you know, those things that, you know, I don't like when people want to hurt animals and ruin the earth and do all these things. I'm a big person that supports, you know, saving the environment. I talk about it a lot on my Instagram. I talk about it, you know, on my Snap a lot of the times. I'm a big person that, you know, believes that, you know, I think I want to live in a world where we don't need factories to blow smoke in the air and, you know, pollute the air. I believe that, you know, I believe that, you know, there's safer ways to, you know, get food without, you know, killing animals, you know, the thing that it's really hard is that I feel really bad about animals, but I do eat meat, and I really want to, I hope there actually just came away, apparently my sister told me that to take a DNA sample from a chicken's feather or whatever, and without killing that animal and, you know, putting harmful things in an animal, you know, that we digest, that we eat. So, you know, I hope, you know, we can really change the world and for the best, you know, when it comes to animals and the environment and just everything. I just wish we'd all come together and, you know, fix that problem, because, you know, people just care about money and are very hateful and just greedy. But at the end of the day, if we don't have the earth and we don't have the trees that make us breathe, what's the point of the money and all that stuff? Like, you're not going to be able to spend your money if the earth is going to die. You know what I mean? And we're going to die too. You know what I mean? It's common sense. But hands down, this is such a beautiful movie. It's so different. It's so unique. It takes place in the future when the earth pretty much isn't, you know, it's not doing so well. And I really love how he put that in a movie in a great, unique way that really shows how beautiful. He really shows how beautiful life is and the environment and animals and the good side of humans that care about all those things. And James Cameron's just a goat. Literally, there's a reason that he's like one of my favorite like directors, hands down. I would say it's Christopher Nolan, you know, James Cameron, and then the Russo brothers, hands down. I love and you know, I don't want to, like, put them or whatever, but, like, those are my three favorite. It's hard because they're so unique in their own ways, but those are my three favorite for a reason, hands down. So, if you haven't seen this movie, or if you have seen the movie and you didn't think you liked it when you were younger, check it out again. There's a really big message here, and I always talk about how pretty this is. I cannot wait for the movies. He made a couple more movies, I think, that are already done with. I can't wait to see them. I hope he does finish the ones that he said he wasn't going to finish. You know, they wasn't going to film because he already has the scripts ready for them. I just can't wait to see more from him. He's a beast. He's a goat. I wish it didn't take too long for the other ones to come out. I wish I really appreciated this more. I wish I was older back then, so I could have really, like, rooted for him to make another one. It would have been, like, ready already. But, you know, now that I know, and now I really appreciate this. It's such a beautiful message here. Go check it out. It's phenomenal. That's all I really can say about it. It's just, I'm so happy I saw this movie in theaters. It's such a breathtaking movie. And it really carries over, again, this was made in, like, I think 2009, 2010, even maybe earlier than that, and it picks up so well in today on the screen, and the CGI doesn't look bad. It looks phenomenal still to this day. James Cameron knew what he was doing back in the day with CGI, bro. He changed the game when it came to CGI, and the way what you could do with it. He's the GOAT for a reason. But yeah, that's it. This is my 7th. I said 7th. Yeah, it did. Joker, Pulp Fiction, Knives Out, Baby Driver, Get Out, Logan, and all this. So this is my 7th favorite film right here. Great movie. Go check it out. Now, my 8th movie is It. And the reason I say It is because, literally, I think this, again, is a film. By the way, the cinematography is... Literally, I have trouble being scared of movies, and this movie, hands down, it wasn't scary, but it was scary, if that makes sense. And nothing scares me, but this was a movie, I'm like, it's not scary, but, like, I love how it's, like... It was one of those, like... awesome sort of like, not slasher, but like, I can't even explain it. It just has a special place in my heart of scariness. I just love it. I love it. It's so unique that it's not just a clown. It's like an alien, apparently, that can morph into people's fears and shit like that. I love that concept. I love how it's so unique and different. You know, I just love this movie so much. And I really can't say anything else. It's just the cinematography is amazing. The acting is top notch. The score is phenomenal. And the second movie, oh my god, it's like the cinematography even got 10 times more gorgeous. I love that second movie. I don't have it. I don't know why I don't have it. There's one specific scene where it's out in like a big like open like landscape, and you see them walking when there's a bridge behind them. I love that scene in the trailer. It's so beautiful, and that one scene just, oh my god, the cinematography in these movies are so breathtaking. It's so good. And I just can't say anything else. I'd say this is my 8th, and then, you know, 9th will be the second movie of my two, because I have to put these back to back, you know, 8 and 9, because these movies are just so breathtaking. Literally, this and Lights Out are the only movies that, like, are scary enough that I'm like, oh my god, these are just so amazing. But scariness, I'd put Lights Out above this, because Lights Out, I was scared of the dark when I was younger, so that really terrifies me, because, you know, I was scared of that. So that's why I think I put Lights Out above this. But film-wise, this is my only scary movie of all the, because out of the two movies I think are scary is this, and, well, not scary, but, like, you know, the tone enough to, like, oh my god, that's scary, but it's not. But I would put, but this is the only scary sort of movie that I have in the film category. But my top scary movie is Lights Out. My favorite movie is Lights Out. So yeah. But I'm going to have to put this and the second one back to back for 7th and 8th. Go check it out if you haven't. If you have, let me know down in the comments of what you think about all these movies or just this movie. Yeah. Okay, now, you know, my number 1 favorite movie I would consider, like, out of all of them, I saved it the best for last, is Tenet. I put that over Joker. I just love this movie so much. I already did my review on it. Go check it out, my unboxing review on it, and, you know, why I love this movie and all that stuff. It's in the unboxing video, but hands down, this is my favorite film, literally. Over Joker. I still will flip-flop that probably, because I love Joker is just, oh my god, so good. But I want to know down in the comments below what you consider a film out of all these movies. Do you agree with me if you consider them a film or a movie? Or let me know out of all these ones which one's your favorite. I really want to know. Don't be afraid to talk in the comments and let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed my favorite films. These are my favorite films. But again, Joker and Tenet might flip-flop, but as of right now, Tenet is my favorite. I love that. But that's all the ones I could think of on the top of my head. This might get longer of my favorite films, of course, because I expect it to, the years to come. But as of right now, the ones I could think of, these are the ones that stood out the most that I know are my favorites, that I totally thought of, and that, but yeah. That was my favorite film, favorite movie, favorite films. So I hope you guys enjoyed my favorite film category and all that stuff. Again, I hope everybody that's new to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, because there's a whole bunch of things that come to this channel. A bunch of cool things I post every day. There's big things coming to the channel into 2021. I can't wait to tell you guys those big things and, you know, really pursue them. You know, I really want to start a great, awesome community here where everybody gets along, talks about pop culture, and you know, really and we can really learn from one another to follow our dreams. Because, you know, when I was younger, and for the people that don't know, you know, I was surrounded by people that I thought were my friends that, you know, really didn't, you know, that I thought that supported me and supported my dreams, and they didn't. And now, you know, I don't surround myself with them anymore. I surround myself with people that really are positive, that really believe in my dreams, because the way I see it is that if you believe in yourself and your dreams and you follow them, and there's people that believe in your dreams, and you put it out in the world, you get that great energy, and, you know, when you say something out in the world that's positive, it comes true. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. Follow your dreams, don't let anybody stand in your way. But that was my video of my favorite films. I hope everybody has a great day, an awesome day. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Peace.